You
We
watched
live out this motherfucker.
you
You heard?
watched Philly game.
Yeah, when it's playoffs.
You know, the vibes on the music. So you hit this song for me, please. All right, so now we live on IG. Oh, wait, that. It's trying. We good. Oh, I ain't ready for that. Oh shit, though, I gotta play that. Yeah, y'all, you know, we're trying to keep it groovy with the music, so we appreciate the patience, but we gotta get it popping with the music first. I should still throw that on.
Get like 10 seconds.
You know, we gotta get the music right, get the vibes right, wait for the room to fill up, you know, before we get everything cracking. This, this, yeah, y'all.
There we go. Thank you. Fine column. There. Here we go.
Bluetooth connected.
Let's go.
Alright, me ho, check that Apple Watch. Don't play with him. Looking at an oil spill slam.
Yeah, we live, we live, we live.
Grounds before I even had the coaches. Look, I never tell you that I didn't do it. I'm self-made, made to influence. I turn your castle into a ruin. Sell it a season in the market store. The first one get the egg, nigga, cock the door. Only thing we had was bread with the ramen noodle. A young nigga going spared on the pharmaceutical. 12 times showing, book 'em like Barnes and Nobles. How you go from a misfit to a mogul? Yeah. This track ought to wake 'em up, call it Folgers. Surrounded by angels, demons can't approach us. Me llama dos cadenas, baby, buenas noches. See, I'm the big dog, I'm the cane course. End up in different spots, had the same choice. Soon as I plant a seed, I pray to rain more. Soon as I left, our new edition gave the game pause. You know these bars is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual, face match the Air Forces. What are the good girls that make bad choices? Uh, what are the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What are the good girls that make bad choices? Lunch and been served magnesium wheels on the Porsche. Made a cup of extra soda, half a bird with the moisture. Trying to dodge the blue and yellow jacket in the Ford Taurus. Wearing up a metro time with my bitch in Dolores.
ASC McLaren rocking top allure, bucket head cocked to the side. I'm a connoisseur. How you niggas broke as fuck, but outside chasing hordes? I ain't got no label on the fit, but it's all Dior. It's the blood that been waiting on. I got an 80 on. Why you kissing ass to that nigga you be hating on? Got certain accounts just for money growth, and I don't even gotta do shit but just make money. Nigga go make sure it's sound good. Real nigga never quit, even when it's slow. Oh, you thought them was some canned goods. Bust them shits open, then we right back on the road. Sweatpants down to put a million on the fucking floor.
You know these balls is hard like some dang oysters. Oyster perpetual. Face match the Air Force. What all the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What all the good girls that make bad choices? Yeah. What all the good girls that make bad choices?
Alright. That was nice. I'm first time hearing that one.
Yeah, that just came on. Fire. Shit was kind of fire, y'all. But you know, we gotta keep it moving.
Kind of fire.
You know, we got some more joints. I gotta play something. I really like this song right here, man.
Alright, check it out.
Stay now. Microphone check 1 2 mic. So back that I pray the moon. All this gang shit in my brain and do right there. Take some metals out the repress of it ain't no sipping tiki and my tiki. I'm with Didi and Vanessa. Seeing bitches on my roof. Get them off in the list. I'm with D in the valley. Just to hold up on when some metals out the repress of it ain't no. I didn't want to speak on this shit, but it really been back in my brain now. Cause really, that fuck with this record, my niggas still say go pain now. The fact that they got enough on us to start on the fucking case now. And figure hit with the Rico, they come and they in the game. Now, big sticks going in the bitch, golf ball holes in the shit, big fin ball in his bitch, when Willie burn off in the six. Had a pipe should have poured like when I hit him, left the dogs for the teeth. Lord, that's the game blown down, but I'm so proud to put the joint down to the microphone. Check 1 2 mic check. Feel like that blood on some fun. I pray them. This thing to in my brain, I got the ring, I got take some metals up the be perfect freaking ain't no phone check 1 2 mic check. That's a fun, I pray them. All this gang shit in my brain, I got the ring, I got some metals up the rest of freaking ain't no gang shit. Fuck around, get gangland hit. Look at the little bitch like till the little bitch, you better whole gang get it, bitch. Put a watch in the chain that bitch. Hit a buck, yeah, train that bitch. I'm fucking in the 8, but they both ain't straight, but a nigga never claim that bitch. I be talking that shit like I'm bulletproof. Talking T and no sitting in the killer stools. Fucking shit with the Cheese, Chris, Blood, CDs, man, it's shit political. The John, the lyrical. Just wanna know. You know, we just waiting for the room to fill up. We got a few people on the Twitter, you know. Big up to everybody checking in. Bitch with the whole damn picture, the bitch couldn't aim that shit. Nigga might get gangland hits. Then he side there saying that shit. Nigga shot me a bitch with the whole damn picture, the bitch couldn't aim that shit. Put me in the microphone check. 1 2 mic check. I pray them niggas. This gang shit in my brain. I got the rank, I got the bliss. Take some metals out the press of it ain't no. It's a microphone check. 1 2 mic check. Feel like that blood out of Savannah. I pray to make the all this gang shit in my brain. I got the ring, I got some metals out the rest of freaky, it ain't no shit. No. So I just like to say, you know, like, I think King, if you're originally just get somebody, so if somebody. Yeah, let's go. Yes, sir. It's your boy T.Gold. We got NFTia. She back. She back off her hiatus. We got Just Cheeze. Yo, we are live on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, obviously. You know, so this is episode 50 of TCK Web3 News Roundtable. You know what I mean? So I'm super happy, super excited about what we got cooking, what we got going on.
It's a lot of shit going on in this space right now. But I'm just happy that we working, we cooking, we building, we planning, we strategizing. 2025 started off phenomenal. We know NFTia, she wasn't here last week, but we did do a recap of our experience at the Thrive Academy out there in Tucker. So I do want to still hear your take because we got to big up Sharita. We got to big up Web Ties. He's down there listening. He was also part of the committee of Web3 teachers that was out there giving good game. You know, Web Ties, he was teaching specifically trading. NFTia, she did entrepreneurship in Web3. Just Cheeze was mainly doing what?
I was doing the history of money,
History of money,
evolution of money, via blockchain and AI.
right? And mine was social media. You know, I mixed in some NFT news on that too, man. So it was phenomenal. We got big up Trav, we got big up Rich. Those were some of the other two individuals that was out there helping us educate these kids, man. Helping get these kids right. We gave them Solana wallets, the Phantom wallet to be exact and specific, and they got some Solana, and they got some lemon pepper wet just for answering a few questions, for whatever they memorized throughout the day. So it was dope, man. It was a great experience. So NFT, please tell me what's your thoughts and how do you feel the mission was? Do you feel like it was successful?
Uh, for me, it was even more than what I expected. Um, and I just got to give a big up to Thrive Academy for what they're doing over there, with the kids. I won't say that I'm a religious person by a long shot, but what they're doing over there in terms of pouring into those kids and allowing them kids to express themselves, and just the approach that they're taking to education, overall, it's phenomenal. I was definitely deeply moved. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't go to church every Sunday, but I will go to those kids' church every Sunday. If those kids was having praise and worship and putting together their services, like, I will go because that's how moved I was. But in terms of like just being able to really, really reach out and teach the kids about blockchain and entrepreneurship, man, it was super duper dope. Um, my plight was just, a lot of times we as educators, or just in the black community in general, especially as a black woman, our first thing to go into is to care for somebody. We want to go into nursing. We want to go into care, but a lot of times, like, my message was put your mask on first. In other words, go get the bag first. And my first question to him was, hey, like, why do you want to be rich? A lot of people, I want to take care of. I want to take it. So that care was still there, but going to get that bag first and being able to provide that for your families and things like that. Like, and this is a great lane and a great vehicle for you guys to accomplish that. And then still being able to build meaningful platforms and things of that nature, to where you can, if you want to be a nurse, build a project around nursing, or be a part of a project around nursing. You don't have to necessarily go into that field, um, and physically be in a caring field, to still accomplish those same goals. There's other avenues. So that was my message. Then at the end of it, we use ChatGPT, and I just showed them, like, look, we're about to build a quick business, and I would ask them like a question, um, like, what's the hair on fire issue that y'all want to solve? One group said gas money.
Mm.
And they were like, I'm tired of my mom always asking me for gas money. And then so I'm like, so they're like, I'm like, so ChatGPT, they want to make it. So they want to make a platform, where they can earn gas money, so they can get it from A to Z. Then they were like, yeah, we can use a reward point system. Then they named it. Then they came up with a logo, and that was like the last like 10 minutes of our thing. But that particular group made a super dope platform, just playing around with ChatGPT, And then they were even like, "Nah, look, we're gonna finish this. We're gonna do something with this. This is tight." So it was just super dope to kind of like show them like, "Hey, you use these, just start playing with this technology now. Start just building, even if you guys aren't pursuing it, just keep on just keeping your hands in it and building, just like it's Play-Doh. And eventually you guys are going to find something that you find meaningful enough to pursue." And it was just fire. It was phenomenal. So
That's a great take. Great take. So I know that a lot of the kids, man, they were very excited once they got the information. But I think once Joe hit them with the questions, because they were able to find some more crypto through the lemon pepper. I thought that was pretty dope, man. Just by them answering questions,
Trav
man.
gave him something
Yeah.
too. Wasn't
Also, yeah, Trav, big up Trav for giving them some lemon pepper wet. Yeah, what's your
Did he
thoughts on that,
did he give him
Chief?
something for too?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh. Oh no, I was just saying that, but overall I think it was dope. Like to reiterate my thoughts from last week, uh that was my second time with those students. So uh this time they were looking for Nova. Or this they all a lot of them were just looking for Nova. And I didn't know that was going to be such a good thing to remember. And they also remembered Skylark too. So
That's
that
dope,
was
bro.
that was dope. As family remember that experience they had using it. And then yeah, overall I'm not gonna say too much or reiterate my thoughts from last week.
yeah, I didn't like to follow Joe because they love Joe so much. Like it's like he was such a tough act to follow. And then already, because they already knew him, they had a rapport. But then when he showed them lemon pepper wet, I was like, man, this is a tough act to follow. So
They came into my room turned up, in the classroom when they saw Shay, because I had the image of Shay up there. That's our AI chatbot that we created. Well, she's more than just a chatbot. She got a lot going on. She might be on your nearest streaming services soon. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man. Like Just Cheese said, man, last week it was phenomenal. I ain't gonna get too far into the weeds or on my thoughts on it, but I just really wanted to hear NFT's thoughts. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it again, and hopefully we can do it in not just in Georgia, but in other states. With other organizations. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And big up to Sharita and A1 Digital. We got the book on the table over there, and yeah, man, she helped put this organization together. Um, it was just super phenomenal. I think we might have to come up with a name for what we doing, as
And
far
she's
as just
calling it what is she calling it?
hold on. I think Just She's got a name.
Uh I think I believe she's calling it ABC Fusion. Yeah, Fusion.
All right, so ABC Fusion. So that's going to be the name of this organization that we are doing here, just giving information to the kids and the students in these high schools and universities and colleges. So we're gonna get this shit popping, y'all. We definitely gonna get this shit popping. I'm super super excited about that. So outside of that, last week we had our guy Aunt Mathis here giving us the play by play on the crypto ball he was at. So that shit was super dope. That was phenomenal. And we had our guy B from In Game Association. We started something new. You wasn't here NFT, but we started something new called the Meme Coin Corner with B and In Game Association. So that's what it's gonna be right there. So that hot seat, when they're not talking about meme coin corner, they're gonna be talking about something in that hot seat. So we got something for the people here. If you're
fire.
watching us live on Instagram and YouTube, you can actually see the individuals there in the hot seat giving us some game. But right now, it's just the TCK Web3 host over here. You know what I mean? T.Gold, NFT, and Just Cheese. So we're about to get into it, y'all. So big up to everybody watching on YouTube and Instagram. And definitely big up to everybody tapping in on Twitter. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's talk about Trump, man. Let's talk about what Trump said at the World Economic Forum, man. He was out there, and we got to big up Dr. Jamal Montgomery, because I believe he was out there also speaking in Davos, and networking. So when Trump was out there, that was on January 23rd, all right? He vowed to make the U.S. the world capital for artificial intelligence and crypto, building on promises made during his 2024 campaign. All right. So he highlighted U.S. energy deregulation as a means to lower costs and revitalize manufacturing, but offered few specifics. But one thing he did do, actually, he did two things. All right, he did two things. I thought this was phenomenal that he said this in front of world leaders at the World Economic Forum, but we thought he was trying to front on us when he got in office because day one he ain't really do nothing for the crypto people, but he did free Ross Ulbricht. All right, so big up to Ross Ulbricht. He's out right now. Um, he is the founder of the Silk Road, which was a dark web app that people was using to buy all kind of drugs and shit. But he's free. And also, he signed an executive order. I believe Just Cheese want to get more in the weeds on the executive order that Trump signed, to help make America not great again, but the capital for crypto and AI. So I think that's super phenomenal. Just Cheese, I know you mentioned it earlier. What's your thoughts on this, brother?
Yeah, so on the whole thing, if I'm looking at the specific executive order, right, I wanted to talk about how like some of the language, but before I get into the weeds on that part, I think everything has been pretty moving fast since he's coming into office. Like it almost seemed like as a country that we had the emotion almost feels like, all right, it's time to get to work type emotion, right? And the I don't know if we're going to talk about Project Stargate, right?
We can talk about that.
But Stargate was announced, right? And Sam Altman and Larry Ellison and Masa come together, right, to talk about how we're going to have AI. $500 billion we're going to be putting in AI project to help stimulate, the United States position in the space,
That's
but
right.
then also have that be contributed to stuff like healthcare, and then have the ability to produce things like personalized vaccines, right, and stuff. All that conversation was going down as I was watching it on during the week. So that was interesting to see, and then the round of executive orders that were happening on the first day, and then on the second day. I know he didn't get to it on day one for Ross, as he said he was going to, but he got to it on day two or three, I think. And then, um, like you said, we talked about the executive order for crypto. So now, Trav and I were talking about this yesterday, and it was interesting just the words that were selected, right? Blockchain, right? They put a definition of blockchain. Blockchain means a shared across network to create a public ledger of verified transactions or information amongst this network participants, right? So Trav and I were talking about like it's not doesn't say decentralized,
Mm.
right? Right. So and let's be honest, which blockchain is decentralized?
Bitcoin is really the only
But
one.
Bitcoin's really the only one, right? So Bitcoin's really the only one that's really decentralized, and that took time, right? Um, the amount of time that the other chains now, it really comes down to their consensus models, right? So, for example, Ethereum, it's really about the proof of stake, but you can really you really need up to 32 ETH to be able to really validate, right?
Right.
So that becomes super priced out, right? So at what point do other chains, unless they're smaller chains, what point there are they really going to be decentralized? So anyway, we were talking about that part, and then I mean, it does say distributed amongst network partners in a automated fashion for concurrent update. But that's not necessarily means decentralized,
Right.
right? The other thing that's interesting too that we picked out of here was that there won't be CBDCs or outlawed. And then another thing that's not necessarily in here, but also caught a lot of stir this week was they didn't decide to do a Bitcoin reserve. They decided to do a digital asset
Reserve.
stockpile,
Stockpile, yes.
right? So like word selection was interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and digital asset stockpile
Mm-hmm.
actually triggered a lot of. There was a big. I was on Twitter on Friday, and there's a lot of back and forth between XRP people and Bitcoin people because it's like Bitcoin people were blaming blaming Brad Garlinghouse for what had taken place because they were supposed to be a Bitcoin reserve, but now they're saying that Brad Garlinghouse is getting in Trump's ear and convincing him to keep XRP in that conversation as well. So it's
Big facts.
so though we have progress, we still got to consider now there's going to be a couple infighting.
Sure. So my take on this situation. So a lot. First of all, Trump caught a lot of flack because he didn't mention crypto at the inauguration,
Mm-hmm.
and they were pretty pissed off about it, right? But the one thing that I will say is that like there's so much stuff going on within. And he mentioned crypto. He even released his coin like days before he was inaugurated.
That's right.
So like to me, like for him to have to keep being redundant about his stance on crypto and people getting bent out of shape because he didn't mention that one time is fucking crazy to me. Like he just released a meme coin. If that's not the most degen shit ever, like come on, like not only is he showing that he like down with it, he's already released different projects, NFTs, shoes, like but he really like dug in his DJing bag. Like, look now, and he holds 80% of like him and his team hold 80% of
The token
the
supply.
token supply. Like a whole monopoly. Like I'm talking like DJing of all DJing. You know what I'm saying? Like so that right there, I was kind of looking like, chill out, people. It's the inauguration. One thing that I will take away from is the executive order though. One thing that stood out to me is he wants his team to re-adjourn 180 days after that order was put in place. So, and that's a really really good timeline to me because it's letting us know, okay, like we're in it's January now. So June-ish, like I'm looking at that like, hey, that's when we should have a really good hold on regulation. And that's when, to me, we can really, really look to see fireworks. Now, I do believe like we're gonna have some crazy price action going towards that 180 days.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we might see a crash right after. However, but I'm looking at that timeline and beyond as okay, this is when we're really, really going to see like that hair on fire, crazy fireworks that we've all been waiting for, and it's laid out in that executive order.
Yeah, those were some great takes, y'all. Great takes, y'all. And
And there's no taxes on crypto and
oh
on
yeah, oh
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Eric Trump, he said, yeah, man, there ain't gonna be no taxes on crypto. All right. So I think they more so focused on American based crypto companies,
Yeah.
so even on CoinMarketCap, they got a new category for US based cryptocurrency. So I thought that was interesting too. But y'all both made a lot of good points. Um, I know one thing, once he launched that token, it put a lot of other countries and world leaders on notice.
Absolutely.
Once he mentioned, yo, America is going to be number one in AI in crypto at the World Economic Forum, he put the world on notice. Right before that, the executive order, like Just Cheese was just breaking down. Um, then, like Just Cheese also mentioned, the AI initiative, Stargate, that's a $500 billion, $500 billion that they're going to be pouring into this industry. If people don't see what is about to happen with AI and blockchain, if they don't get on board, they're gonna miss. This is probably that big tidal wave of money Michael Saylor was talking about. That's about to come into the space. Because we finally got world leaders and countries on board. So, but with the I did hear about some people looking at the verbiage, like Just Cheese was talking about having a Bitcoin reserve and a stockpile. So those are two different things. And because he talked about having digital assets, we know that's going to be a basket of probably US based cryptocurrencies. So I think it's healthy. I don't think people should be tribal right now. I don't think people really should be tripping because, I mean, listen, man, if Brad Garlinghouse gets in there and he influences Trump in any kind of way, it's going to be positive overall for the space. Because, like I said, um, Trump got his own token, like just like Tia said, and that's going to encourage more countries to get into it because we said this at off the chain Thursdays that Cuba released a token. They released 3 tokens, and this is on the heels of Trump doing this shit. So
Hmm.
yeah, y'all, just know that. Do some research on any token, no matter whether it's a meme token, a token by a country or a world leader, or just a random one you seeing on social media. So just do your research, do your homework, y'all.
I just want to add. I just want to add that I've known you since the last cycle, right? And the amount of crazy stuff that was happening then. I just want to say I never thought this time, you know, this now we're look at the stuff that's happening, man. Like uh Trump dropping a coin, like we got world leaders dropping coins, like this. I feel good to have been here before. I feel good to have been here for what now, 5, 6 years, right? I feel good to be that um present before all this is going on and not just now learning because if you faded this and now you see what's going on, you're gonna be FOMOing.
Pause. So yeah, y'all. Great take, great take. All right, so gotta big up my co-hosts, NFT and Just Cheese on their thoughts on this. Um, so if we don't have any questions or comments from the listeners out there, I gotta big up to everybody listening. Big up to Aunt Mathis, our guy. He went to that crypto ball. He's tapped in. We gotta we gotta big up our guy. Um, Porto Remy, man. I already know who that is, man. That's our guy, man. Kareem, man. What up, brother? What up, Tone? And we got a new listener too today. All right, we got the Crypto Wizard. What's going on? All right. So also we got big up web ties. We got to big up web ties.
Congratulations on that interview, Web. Man, that I got to listen to the sound bites. Awesome, man. Awesome. Awesome. Love to see you out there working like you are, man.
Yeah, that's phenomenal, yo. That's phenomenal. So I'm gonna definitely repost that on my IG and the Twitter, yo. Because that was a dope interview, bro.
So,
Yes, sir. So, let's talk about Elon Musk, y'all. Let's talk about Elon Musk. So, I know on Thursday we said Vivek Ramaswamy, he was supposed to be the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, but he stepped down because of DEI, if you ask me. But he's running for governor of your home state, Ohio.
yep. Yep.
So I think that's interesting. But Elon Musk is exploring blockchain technology to enhance government efficiency and cut government spending, according to Bloomberg. All right. So potential applications include tracking federal expenditures, improving data security, streamlining payments, and optimizing government asset management. Established by President Trump via an executive order. That's right. Doge was an executive order. We got an executive order on something named after a meme coin, which is fucking nuts to me. Um, so this department has replaced the U.S. Digital Services and aims to modernize federal operations through audits and cost-cutting measures. All right. So even their website got the Dogecoin logo. That same image, that meme, it's on their website. I really just don't believe this. Like she
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I'm glad we in the space early enough to know what's going on. So because this space is, I actually think it's moving faster with AI now. But we got Web Ties, man. We gonna bring him up on stage. He got his hand up, man. What's going on, brother? Good to speak to you, man. What's your thoughts, man?
Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. 100%, man. So, anything you want to tell us about your interview that you had? I think he might have stepped down for a hot second. You heard? Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. We definitely appreciate your thoughts and your commentary on that, man, because this shit is definitely moving fast, and we can't wait to see what the rest of the world is gonna be doing. So, I think the government needs another department to actually regulate their spending. We know there's black ops programs that the Pentagon is running and spending trillions of dollars and saying they can't account for trillions of dollars. Like, come on. We know what that's going to. But it's just interesting, man. It's interesting to see how much they're going to expose with this government spending and where some of this money that they're saving is going to go now. I want to see where that money going to be allocated to. So that's my personal thoughts on that. NFT or Just Cheese, what's your thoughts?
Uh, I don't want to be the conspiracy theorist, but let me go ahead and run this real quick. We all know that the PayPal mafia has really, really implanted themselves super well in this political system, but essentially with this election, you have Peter Thiel who sponsored um, JD Vance in his career,
Mm.
and now he's all. I don't even think President Trump even knew who he was when he decided to make him his vice president. I'm gonna just say that. I'm gonna be honest,
I
man.
can believe that.
And um, even with Vivek, like Ohio has been moving and shaking in the crypto space lately. Not just Ohio, but the Ohio universities having a strategic reserve. Um, we all know that um, um, Michael Saylor lives in Ohio. Like, there's just so many like little innuendos, and I'll be trying to connect the dots of what's going on in regards to everything that's going on, the government efficiency, or the Doge department or whatever. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, so you got Peter Thiel. He's pulling the strings with a lot of the politicians and putting them in place. You got Elon Musk, who went ahead and took the role of the head of the department. Um, and you just see them like putting their pieces together, that whole PayPal army, like they're now like low key in charge of the government,
Yep.
like, you know what I'm saying.
It's super fast.
So having a department of government efficiency is just another notch under their belt. But they've already been moving and shaking, so nothing that these guys are doing at this point is even surprising me, because they've been playing chess the entire time since 1999, when they wouldn't allow PayPal to create their own dollar. I'm not going to say the PayPal mafia is behind Bitcoin. I'm not going to say that. But what I am going to say, since the birth of crypto and the cypherpunks and everything that has taken place in this digital asset world and AI, they have had such a strong handle on all the moving parts that this government efficiency, the Doge or whatever. I'm missing an acronym, but you get what I'm saying. Like, this is not a surprise to me. This is sort of a natural progression, in
That's a
my
good take.
opinion.
Hot take. Hot take. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I agree that the government spending needs to be monitored, and having something like the Doge to do that, I think is very important. Overall, I mean, aside from that, I think Tia's points were all very valid. Um, because this is like you said, Tehran, and this is very like apparent now, but they're spending like the Pentagon was spending money and losing billions of dollars and not knowing how to account for it,
Mhm.
right? And if that's on a transparent ledger, right, it's not saying that the government's going to lose power, but it's another way of us to hold accountability to those that we elect, right? So I like stuff like this because I like stuff like the Standard Crypto website, right? You can go to the Standard Crypto website and you can look at a scorecard of the officials, right? Those that you vote for. You can see how well they're lined up on the topics that they're supporting, right? So it's a transparent way for the community to basically, score these people. It works a lot like community notes on Twitter, which is something that uh, Instagram just rolled out, right? So I do see this wave of like digital accountability being a necessity for people to play a bigger role, right, in government moderation. But not like when you say it like that, I think when you say it like that, I think that's what the government is afraid of because we don't want to be moderated. They feel like their position is being uh, challenged. But at the end of the day, this is a we're a country together, and we as citizens play a good like a big role in having a successful country growing, right? So we vote for you, and we want to make sure you do your job properly.
Great takes. Great takes, y'all. I appreciate all of that commentary from my co-host, Just Cheeze and NFTia. And big up to everybody watching on YouTube and IG. We appreciate everybody tapping in on Twitter as well. So, yeah, with all that being said, y'all, we're gonna keep our eye on the Department of Government Efficiency and how efficient
And
they're gonna be. So, also, wasn't there the external
yeah,
um
external
Yeah,
revenue
revenue
services.
service? I heard that they trying to create or they created it.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so the External Revenue Service, they're trying to lighten the load of what the American people are being taxed, and from what I hear, like eventually eliminating income taxes. Like yeah, income taxes, and then trying to tax imports and exports. Said putting in place
Tariffs.
tariffs to offset some of those expenses. And I was doing a little bit of research on that as well. And you got countries like Dubai where their citizens aren't or they don't pay income
Right.
taxes. And a lot of what they make are they're taxing their businesses, and they make a lot of their money from tariffs
Mm.
and things of that nature. And one of the videos that I was watching, they were saying like you kind of look at how well your country is doing by how many cranes is in the sky. If all your
Makes
major
sense.
cities have cranes and stuff, that means you have a thriving economy. That means you have a um,
Economy.
booming economy. When you go to Dubai, they're doing well with that system. And in America, they had that system in the late 1800s. They went away from it and started taxing their peoples and lightening the load. I mean, lightening um basically the tariffs between imports and exports of
Okay.
other countries,
Okay.
and they did away with that system and kind of put that burden on the
People.
American people. And it's been that way for the last over 150 years since then. And so, but that system worked prior, and America had a thriving economy. And when they went away from that, those 50 years after that, America was in really bad trouble. And you have, the secret meetings and
Not the
the
Jekyll Island
yeah, the
meeting.
Jekyll
Oh,
Island. I
all right.
I'm not
You know, I be knowing that stuff.
I'm not too deep.
We gotta let the people know that you know about some of this other,
I'm not trying to
supposed conspiracy
listen.
stuff.
I'm not trying to pale white horse y'all
We don't
today.
want to do that.
You know what I'm saying? But and that's why, because America was in such bad position that you were able to have the Jekyll Island and those. I don't know if it happened or not. Were able to run Rothschild and really have their way with the government because they put themselves in a pickle by going away from that standard. So
I'll add on to that too. Uh, right. I think.
Yo, Cheese, put your mic on rest. Cheese, put on rest.
I think there can be opportunities to get real creative when you start to tokenize and things, right? Or put certain things on the blockchain. Like imagine, to your point, if we could receive the tariffs, right? Tariffs do still impact the citizens a
That's
lot,
right. That's right.
right? So if we could monetize that tariff, right? What if we get the tariff and then sell it for more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can monetize it, right? So that's the power of tokenization, right? When you can turn things that are typically payments and fees into assets, and these DeFi, right? Like when you have different players, like the bank charges a lot of fees because it's a centralized system,
That's right.
right? And if you make it decentralized, then more people can step in and play arbitrage, right? Or they can play market makers, right? Right, for
Mm-hmm.
liquidity providers. So if you be have a little bit more decentralized import export system, you may be able to have certain parties subsidize, you know, the tariffs and monetize them,
That's right.
right, at a faster clip than what we're able to do right now.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. I know one thing I also heard about the tariffs was that, it's a good possibility that these, the fees might be rolled on the actual cost of goods, you know what I'm saying, that we actually receive from these countries. So, yeah, they might cut federal income tax, but because of tariffs, it might be more expensive to buy certain items that come in from other countries. So, we just gotta be careful for what we ask for, especially in this space. Um, Trump is super polarizing because he done some phenomenal things, historic things for crypto, but then, for him to strip away, you know, rights that was put in when Lyndon B. Johnson was president in 1965, like for him to go that far back, you know, um, DEI programs he's cutting. It's so many things that I feel like he's done on both ends of the spectrum that I like, and one end of the spectrum that I just can't stand. I don't understand why he even did that, but um, it's upsetting to on one hand that there's a lot of people of color who works in the government, that DEI, that anti DEI, I should say, has been established now. A lot of these people might have difficulties just finding work now in the government. Which is sad. So they better invest in crypto. That's the only way to balance this thing out. Like real talk. So with that being said, y'all, let's talk about something positive. I thought that this was super, super dope. Um, let's talk about what MetaMask is doing. All right. For those that don't know, MetaMask is a crypto wallet, so you can take your crypto off of the exchanges like Coinbase and Crypto.com, and you be the custodian of your own wallet. You can either have a MetaMask wallet, Trust wallet, you can have a Phantom wallet that's on the Solana blockchain, or you can just get yourself a ledger. But because the Solana Phantom wallet been kicking Ethereum MetaMask ass in this wallet game, all right, MetaMask, they're expanded beyond Ethereum to support Bitcoin and other ecosystems. It's about damn time. When you gonna drop your token? All right. So they did this in response to growing demand for decentralized finance on multiple networks. Consensus, which is the parent company of MetaMask, and they're behind uh CoinDesk
And linear.
and Linear too.
Yeah.
All right. So Consensus, MetaMask parent company, is hiring a product manager to enhance Bitcoin integration, starting with basic functionality and exploring ordinals and runes protocols. For people that don't know, on the Bitcoin ecosystem, you got runes and ordinals. Okay, so an ordinal is like an inscription, like an NFT, actually on a Satoshi. So it's more of an authentic NFT than a Ethereum based NFT. Like,
Absolutely.
truth be told. So a rune is equivalent to a meme coin on Ethereum. All right. So it's like your Dogecoin or your Pepe's. So you got Dog Go to the Moon. You got For the Children. What's the other runes that's popular?
Pups.
Pups. So
$1 billion cat.
$1 billion cat.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I'm gonna be happy to see that we can actually have some of these Bitcoin ordinals and brooms in a MetaMask wallet. But I just think they're trying to play catch up to what Solana is doing with Phantom, because
And Magic Eden.
and Magic Eden. So we already know Phantom is multi-chain. You can have Bitcoin on there, you can have Ethereum on there. It's super dope.
Now you can have Solana. I mean, Sui.
Yeah, it's Sui now, So big up to the people at Sui that came through this past Thursday too, yo. That was a phenomenal session. Learned a lot about that ecosystem, and we definitely gonna be working with them in the future. I know NFTia, she probably want to talk about that. But what's your thoughts on MetaMask and incorporating Bitcoin?
Ah, man. I got a lot. Y'all, how much time y'all got? No, I'm just joking. No, but like you said, they're playing catch up. And first order of business, MetaMask. Get your ass in here. Let me scoot up to this camera. Fix that UI and UX experience first. Let's start there. Like,
Especially
before y'all start adding chains, before y'all start, trying to play catch up. We know that Ethereum. I just posted this on my X account today. Damn, Ethereum might as well be a stable coin at this point. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ecosystem that y'all supporting. But that's where y'all need to be until y'all get some real UX and real UI designers in there that can fix y'all wallet to make me want it. Because every time I have to go into y'all MetaMask wallet, I fucking dread it. It's a terrible experience. So let's start there. And then I like the fact that y'all going with ordinals and rooms, but y'all first order of business should have been with stacks.
That's a fact, though.
Oh my gosh! Like, hey, if y'all need me on y'all board, if y'all need to put me on payroll to kind of ideate some of these things, to start ironing out some of these issues, but y'all first order of business should not be there. Y'all first order of business should make a much more enjoyable experience when I open your wallet. Secondly, instead of being multi-chain, what y'all should have been did, drop a coin. Let us get excited about being a part of your ecosystem first before we go ahead and start talking multi-chain. Like y'all, the order of y'all business right now, I don't know who calling the shots. Consensus. Listen. Say the word. Throw me a 6-figure offer, and I'm there.
That's right.
I'm there. But I applaud y'all efforts. I know y'all see that y'all are losing the race as it comes to wallet. But y'all got a long way to go to even catch up with Magic Eden. And at this point, I don't even think y'all can catch up with Phantom.
Nah.
So listen, just take my advice. Get y'all ass in here. Listen. Fix y'all design. Make a better experience for us first. Like I should not have to still manually be setting RPCs for different networks. Like this is a damn.
It's a travesty.
Come on, MetaMask, get y'all shit together.
Great take, T. Great take. Look at that.
Yeah, I was just looking at my MetaMask wallet on my phone, and that UI is looking sad. Just in terms of like, just like it's so technical, right? It's like looking like very early blockchain days. Um, and like you pointed out, right? Like you have to add an RPC every time you want to go to a different chain, and it's kind of it's really annoying. Uh, at least if you could just so you could scroll through the number of chains that the wallet supports and just click add versus, you know, having to actually go grab the RPC ID and the URL and then put it in. But anyway, glad that they're stepping up their game to open the doors for other stuff like Bitcoin, ordinals, and runes. As I mentioned, simultaneously, Phantom continues to pull away though because they just added support for Sui.
You're so nice. You're so
Super fact. Super fact. And also, you know who's on uh Solana right now? Virtuals.
Yep,
Virtuals made a play.
Virtuals migrated.
They
And you know who
migrated.
else migrated? You know what else migrated to Solana? Um, DGen.
wow.
Regen, that token, no doubt. That was a base token.
Yeah, there was some beef during the week. I don't know if you saw the paperwork, but apparently there's a platform that you can build L3s on. It's called starts with a C. Um, but they had because it's an early platform,
Mm-hmm.
right? They had signed a handshake deal
Damn.
with DGen
Nah, hell no.
that they would launch their L3 on
No Solana.
on their platform,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then so has they've been reporting that they haven't gotten paid yet
See?
from DGen. So now the L3 that DGen was working on
Mm-hmm.
is going to move to Solana.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for that exclusive content, and thank you for that hot take, Tia. You know that I think y'all ate that session right there. Y'all ate that topic right there. Both of y'all did a phenomenal job. I got some dope ass co-hosts, y'all. You know what I mean? My clique is super lit, man. You know, big up to my co-hosts, yo, for real. And big up to everybody listening. Big up to everybody watching on Instagram and YouTube and tapped in on Twitter. All right. Before I go to the next story, we gotta big up our guy James with Re AI. He was the first person I know who came through with real estate, blockchain, and AI all in one. And when we were in Bitcoin Nashville, big up to our guy Aunt Mathis because we had a conversation with one of the reps from Proppy. All right, so Proppy is transforming real estate with a new loan option, allowing buyers to purchase properties using cryptocurrency while using the property as collateral. I think this is super dope and phenomenal. I know a lot of people probably gonna be taking advantage of this. This innovative process, available during the tokenized sale of a $250,000 condo in Honolulu, Hawaii on January 29th, it eliminates traditional 30-day delays by enabling near instant transactions through Bitcoin or Ethereum. All right. So buyers benefit from a 10% interest rate and can reclaim their crypto once the loan is repaid. The blockchain backed platform streamlines the entire buying process, covering inspections, bidding, and transactions, while removing the need for lawyers, brokers, and title companies. So, yeah, man, our guy James, he gotta get hip to this, to what they doing, because I think this is extremely phenomenal. To be able to get a loan, basically on your property, and now you have Bitcoin and Ethereum that they integrated that you can get loans on. So, man, what do y'all think of this, man? What do y'all think about this story?
I like it, but it's collateralized, wrong, correct?
Yes,
And so, I mean,
you're using your property as the
I
collateral.
like the smart contract component
Hmm.
of this because it's excuse me, it's all inclusive. But I know a lot of people were doing this with Aave. They would take their crypto, borrow against it, and buy the bigger asset that they needed. So it's essentially that same concept,
Hmm.
um, except for it already has the smart contract. It already has the inspections, and everything is already tied up to it, and it's just
Okay.
even more streamlined. So I definitely like it. And then once you pay off your loan, you get your crypto back, just
Hmm.
like Aave.
Hmm.
Um,
It sounds very similar. Uh-huh.
it's similar. It's just it just they just added the smart contract component
Mm.
with the inspections and the audits and all that type of stuff with it. It's smart. 10% interest rate is a bit high,
Hmm.
but we all know that crypto grows super duper fast. Now, my question is if you're using Bitcoin and Ethereum, and if let's say if it's a 15-year mortgage, are you pricing that house in US dollars or that native currency, or are you pricing that house in crypto? Because that means that house should uh pay for itself in a lot less time, being
That's
how
right.
fast that Bitcoin and Ethereum appreciates.
That's right.
That'd be my only question. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna approach this from property specifically. I'm just approach this from like just the value add of being able to tokenize your
A property.
your property,
Hmm.
or being able to tokenize the equity, and then being able to monetize further down the rabbit hole on
Hmm.
that.
Yeah, so this is definitely first I appreciate my co-host for their commentary, but this is definitely something that I can see a lot of companies doing in the future when it comes to real estate and blockchain. So the one up that James and his company Real AI has is that they are using AI, and they're using like a virtual way to remodel your home too. So but yeah, I think this is something that our guy James at Real AI need to look into, because this is actually a pretty dope idea. Taking out a loan, using your property as collateral, and you can use Bitcoin or ETH to buy these homes. So I think that's super, super dope.
I'll
Uh,
say,
Go ahead.
uh, I was watching uh, Courtside Crypto,
Hmm.
which is a new podcast from Tristan Thompson,
Got you.
and I was watching episode 3 over the weekend, and he was interviewing the founder of Moonwell.
Hmm.
So Moonwell, similar to Aave, similar to a lot of lending protocols,
Hmm.
is on base. But I like what they're doing because they got as a builder, it interests me. Uh, they got this thing they have what they have is vaults,
Hmm.
right? They have vaults that um, where of different asset types that can be locked up collectively, right? And as you contribute your money to a vault,
Hmm.
right, then other people can borrow from that vault.
Really?
So
Okay.
right now, the USDC vault is issuing about 9% APY,
Okay.
right? And all you gotta do is lock up your USDC, right?
Okay. What's the terms, like 6 months, 3 months, or a year, or
90 days
90
minimum,
days? Okay. Okay. That ain't bad.
right? And um, the The thing I like about it is like because so you like most of the platforms I've interacted before locks up your platform token and issues you a derivative
Derivative.
token
Right. Right.
of that platform token like Aave, stake Aave.
Right.
But you can lock up your USD and get an MW USDC, which
So that's like a wrapped USDC or something.
it's a liquid it's like a liquid
Staking
liquid
token.
staking
Oh, I got you.
USDC.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Okay. Follow.
So I think that's fire because like anybody like myself now, if I'm thinking about it, I could build a bank into Skylark where eventually I have enough USDC on hand
Mm-hmm.
and people can give me their USDC and uh I could issue like
Loans.
SNUSDC.
Mm.
Mm,
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay. Skylock Nova USDC.
yeah.
Got you.
that's
Got you.
right.
Okay.
That's the fire part of programmable money,
That's right.
right? Programmable USDC.
That's fire. But yeah, man, that's why I like what we do here, man, because sometimes, we come up with dope ideas on the spot, on the fly, and then next you know, one of these two individuals will already be cooking this stuff up. And so we manifest stuff fast on here. We don't even play no games, when it comes down to executing on ideas. So yeah, hot take, y'all. I appreciate that for y'all, man. That was super dope. All right, so let's talk about somebody. First, we got to big up Marlon, the founder, Marlon Williams, the founder of Atlanta Blockchain Center. We got big up to the boss chef. And also, we got to big up, you know, Starter Labs, man. That's
Yeah.
another company that he founded. So there was something that I don't know if I should say this, but I do know that this next story about John McAfee, there
Hmm.
is there's some history between the founder of the Atlanta Blockchain Center and John McAfee. I'll just say that because I don't want to, put out too much of their business. But the wife of the late John McAfee, Janice McAfee, announced the launch of AI antivirus. All right, so the ticker is ANI. That's how you pronounce it, but it's AINTI. All right. So it's a meme coin combining AI and cybersecurity. Obviously, because y'all already know what the McAfee software is. It's cybersecurity. And she launched this in tribute to her husband's legacy. The token reached $100 million market cap within hours of its January 23rd debut. So that was 3 days ago. So before that, thought that was super dope. I was wondering who's gonna be like the next dead person who's gonna get a token. So I thought that was pretty dope. It was proper for John McAfee to have his own token. So right now that token has stabilized to about $27 million, right? With price fluctuating sharply, just like anything in crypto does. All right, we got these high dips and low lows. You know how it goes. So this was promoted as a nod to McAfee's advocacy for privacy and decentralized tech. The project claims to integrate AI tools for cybersecurity though technical details remain vague. So I think having an AI agent in cybersecurity, I think that's pretty dope, man. I ain't hear about nobody doing a agent specifically for cybersecurity yet. So I think this is a very necessary tool in this space because y'all know security should be a top priority for anybody in this space, whether you are protecting your private keys or not clicking on any, random links or, not hitting any emails, suspicious emails. So, just be on the lookout for stuff like that. But I want to know what my co-hosts think about this McAfee token, aka Ain't I, um, AI and cybersecurity uh, token. What do you guys think about this?
Big ups to Janice McAfee because I didn't even know this man was married.
Yeah, he married to a sister too. She black.
Listen, now I did know that he liked black women. Have y'all seen the
No,
documentary?
mm-mm.
Y'all didn't see the documentary
Nah, I need to
Gringo?
check that. What is it called?
Gringo.
Gringo.
Man, John McAfee was a wild dude.
I can believe that.
Like when I say he was in it shows him out in Belize
Hmm.
shooting guns, effing on everything moving.
Wow.
And I'm talking wild stories, like low key 2 girls in a cup wild stories.
Oh, she was getting it
Like
in.
he was,
He's on a
he
trap
was
chipper. He's on a
my
trap chipper.
dude. John was a wild boy. So when this came out, like his wife, I'm like that was married.
Hey, she might have been down with the cause.
Listen, get your money, sis. Continue to get your money, sis. But I know I didn't see him touch nothing that was not of color. And he was messing with some ill built. Like I was just like, man, I like John. Like I like this crazy white man a lot, man. So for her to still continue to keep his legacy alive and in the spirit of cybersecurity, being that he was a computer scientist and things of that nature. Like, I really like it, but I'm just surprised that this man was married. I'm still
Yeah.
taking a bit, you know.
Uh, yeah, I think it's dope. From a technical standpoint, I think it's inevitable. Feel like every like platform or like service model is gonna come with some level of AI agent, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just the chatbot. For some people, it's just a chatbot evolved. Right? It's a chatbot evolved, and allowing the people to get a more interactive experience with a brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or with being able to solve for their problems. So I'll say that um, at least uh, like this with cybersecurity is very much on brand, and but there's going to be other industries as well.
Good point, Just Cheese, man. And y'all ain't even tell me if y'all got the token, man. Did y'all get the token?
I
Did you
didn't
get
even
the
know
token?
about it until you dropped the stories, man.
Hey, that's what
But
we
listen,
do, man.
I gotta grab me because listen, like I love that crazy white man. I ain't gonna lie. I love that crazy
So the token took a dip, y'all.
crazy.
So it's a Solana token. So y'all got a Phantom wallet. Y'all can go ahead and check that out. The ticker is AINTI, AINI, AINI, just like that song from Young LA. You know what I mean? So yeah, yo, big up to everybody listening, yo. Big up to everybody listening. Big up to everybody watching us on YouTube and Instagram. We appreciate y'all tapping in, y'all. So with that being said, let's talk about another meme coin that came out, talking about resurrecting the dead. Oh boy, Vine. Y'all remember Vine? That was an app that came and went fast. I didn't think it was gonna, disappear that fast.
Fine.
But do it for the Vine.
They turned into TikTok.
So nah.
Not
So
technically, not.
check this out. There might have been some people
It's
that was
probably inspired.
inspired by TikTok. I mean, inspired by Vine, but yeah, TikTok is his own beast. So now the co-founder, his name is Russ Yusupov. He launched a Vine token on Solana, celebrating the platform's legacy with the tagline, "Do it for the Vine coin." I thought that was kind of cheesy, but it is what it is. It's on par for them. Initially met with skepticism, Yusupov confirmed the launch via video and announced that developer tokens will remain locked until 420, just like our time that we start, of this year. All right. The token skyrocketed to about a $500 million market cap before stabilizing around 200 milli. Meanwhile, speculation about a Vine revival intensified after Elon Musk responded to a tweet on January 19th, hinting that a return of the app is being considered. So I think, whatever Elon Musk talks about, whatever he tweets about, honestly, it's going to catch fire. I think that's one of the reasons why this Vine coin actually, caught people's interest because he was actually talking about this app coming back. But this Vine token ran up, man. It ran up kind of quick. So this is essentially part of the meme coin corner, with T.Gold and Just Cheeze and NFTia. So hopefully we can make this super official one day, and every Sunday we're gonna have our guy B pull up. You know what I'm saying? But I know he be working and doing his own thing. But yeah, man, I'm interested on the meme coin take. What do my co-hosts think? All right. What do y'all think about the Vine coin?
One thing that I really, really like about this coin is how much was the platform work?
Couldn't tell you, but
I
I
don't
can look
even
it up
think
right
it. I
quick.
don't even think the actual Vine platform probably reached a $500 million market cap, but the meme coin reached $500 million market cap in like what 2 days,
Yeah,
close
a
to
couple of
it.
days. Hmm.
Like it just shows the power of this space.
Oh, you
Um,
right. Wow, this shit was low. $30 million. Damn, the coin did way more than the app.
listen,
That's retarded.
listen, like it's way more. It just shows how much more lucrative it is to build over here versus traditional markets. Um, and with that type of liquidity that was just raised, he can revamp Vine and possibly have one of the most lucrative on-chain social media platforms. Like he has a leg up on your TikToks and everything if they do it right.
Mhm.
Like, and they did that in like a couple of days. So for me, I'm just looking at like the power of this market and how fast and how lucrative it is to be over here building versus over there.
That's right. Good take. Good take.
Yeah, I like that take. So if I'm gonna build up that take, I got like that take plus two more takes. And like it is like a different time and it's dope, right? Because you're launching a coin, but you're also reviving a product,
Hmm.
right? So I saw Pirate Bay drop a coin.
Pirate Bay.
If you're torrent, like if you
Oh, it's
like,
one of them torrent websites.
yeah, like I was
Wow.
downloading music.
And movies and them
Hey, no
joints.
no feds here on this call. Uh, yeah. Certain movies you want to get off of Pirate Bay or BitTorrent,
Right.
right? Napster, LimeWire. So
Mhm.
LimeWire was already in the space,
That's right.
Hmm.
They
right? So
revamped.
now it may be official that LimeWire comes back and drop a token. So
Right.
that's another perspective that I've been
Fire.
looking at now is like LimeWire might come back,
Oh no, they back. They
but
launched the token. They
they
back.
launched like an official token.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I mean, they
Yeah.
may they
Well,
may
yeah.
relaunch it on Solana.
Nah, they doing a music play. They doing a Web3 music joint.
I know that, but do they
Yeah.
have a token?
Yeah, they got a token. Let me
Okay, I
let
didn't
me,
know
let me
that.
research that. Go ahead,
I didn't
brother.
know that
Yeah,
token.
yeah, yeah. Let me keep.
But they may relaunch another token on Solana because I think this is my point. The second point I want to make is that Solana.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, cool.
Wow.
Uh,
You know I be
but
doing my shit, man.
but I think the value of doing that on Solana is
Mhm.
this because like this is kind of the problem that I have with base right now at the moment, and I think it's going to change in the next couple of months. But we see a lot of tokens that launch on Solana. Now, granted,
Mhm.
there are smaller percentages. It's saturated,
Mhm.
right? So for every one vine, there's like 15, there's like 100 vines that didn't die, well, even that died, right? It died
Mhm.
on the vine,
Mhm.
as people say,
Mhm.
right? So on that premise, right? It's still dope though that when you find when the one that people identify as the official one has no problem like hitting there's more coins trading for over a penny than on Solana, more meme coins trading for over a penny than there are for, like on base.
That's right.
At least like high profile ones too.
Mhm.
And so there's no reason for where this I can't replicate this type of energy on base. And then two, well I said that was two, but now I feel like three. I'm so glad back for this time that we're in right now because this was back like high school days when you had Tumblr. Tumblr just launched Tumblr TV.
Really.
Yeah, so now
That's
they're trying to
interesting.
compete. They're coming back. Tumblr is coming back, trying to compete with TikTok. But I say all that to say, like, I felt like that was a time when those tech companies felt stimulated to compete because funding was not all going to one area
Mhm.
and government regulation wasn't propping up one platform.
Right.
It's becoming competitive again. right? So the tech bros, can fight it out.
Mm-hmm.
They can have new opportunities for liquidity via decentralized markets,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think to Tia's point, that's what you're starting to recognize here when the tech bros can tap into a decentralized ecosystem economy. You can build your app differently, and you can bake in economies around them because that's part of the issue. Like Mark Zuckerberg talked about this um, in his in the Joe Rogan interview.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know really. They felt squeezed at times as far as surviving because they had to play rules with the government
Mm-hmm.
and uh, ad funding. That's how those companies made money,
Right.
right? There's no in-app economy. The minute they try to launch an in-app economy, they got slapped on the wrist
That's right.
because it was afraid that the Libra might like, suppress might like decouple the might hurt the dollar,
Right.
right? So, but nonetheless, like X was a X was a platform that stood out and made some of these tech bros feel like, oh, we don't need to play by the rules,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think it's just now. I feel like again, like going back to high school days when so many platforms were just being launched and you can play with them and they all have different purposes. So whether it's going to be resurrected from the dead via uh blockchain, or are they going to start on the blockchain? I think the blockchain and decentralized finance, decentralization or rate of finance or ICOs are going to bring back bring a lot of technology companies to life.
I agree. They gonna bring the Kmart's and the Toys R Us back. Nah,
Hey,
like for real.
Nah, she's already back, and they already started doing AI generated commercials. Like,
Walmart,
Like,
yeah,
Walmart is openly, Walmart is uh, openly advertising pudgy penguins on X. So,
wow.
right, and Luca Nets retweeted the Pudgy Penguins tweet from Walmart and right and put in their quote abstract coming soon. So low key, I feel like abstract is Walmart's Walmart got some investment in abstract. I would not be surprised. And that would like think about from a consumer company
mm,
that is Walmart to now recognize that one of the largest consumer chains that is coming to life, which is abstract. And if Walmart is stepping into this space already through Pudgy Penguins, how much further are their hands up the Pudgy Penguins puppet's ass? And
pause.
He knew he was gonna say
pause. Right? How much? So is Walmart an investor in abstract? I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, we do gotta say that Walmart, they do got their own metaverse where you can buy certain goods in there, and you can buy it in the virtual store and then pick it up from the real store. So um I
that.
think that's super dope, man. Who knows? Maybe Walmart might be building something on the abstract chain, and they might have their own token and reward system. It'll be crazy. I can see other retail platforms, outlets, whether it's Target or Walmart, having their own coin. eBay and Amazon. Yeah, I can see them all cooking up a coin themselves, man. So that was a great point. Great point,
Yeah.
Just Cheese.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm gonna keep my eye out on any pudgy penguins when I go to Walmart because we already got one. And just hold that up, NFT. Hold up the pudgy penguin that we got right there. So for those watching us, we got one here at ABC, courtesy of Aunt Mathis. You know what I'm saying? I got one at the crib too. You know what I'm saying? So for the people watching at home, we zooming in right now on this pudgy penguin. And for owning that, we will be airdrop some Pengu. So that's coming. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So be on the lookout, man.
I
In your
was.
nearest Targets and Walmarts and Walgreens, if you see any of these pudgy penguins, get you some, man.
I'll say one more thing though.
Go ahead, Just Cheese.
All you builders out there, man, this is the again. I said I was excited by the old tech companies coming back, but I say for the new tech companies,
Just follow the homework, follow the crumbs that are not being laid before us, right? Follow what's being done, right? These are all tools that we're gonna be able to have as well to launch new companies.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, keep building, y'all. Keep building, because that's the only way. I ain't gonna say the only way, but that's a great way for you to get some real paper in this space. If you build, of course, if you invest, but building will also help you, get your bread up. You heard? So big up to everybody watching us on YouTube. Big up to everybody watching us on Instagram, and big up to everybody to listening to us on Twitter. All right. So we gotta also big up our guy Costco, because if you can witness us right now on IG or Twitter, you can see that we got this Helium mobile device. It's a hotspot outdoor mobile device that gives people internet access. So the person who provides internet, right? They're running this hotspot and they're receiving Helium tokens. All right. So every month, every 30 days, based on the amount of activity, you're providing a service for the community. This is a decentralized physical infrastructure network play. So these are physical devices that you're giving data to the network, and or you're providing data, in this case the internet. You can earn you some tokens. All right. So with that being said, we gotta actually do a great segue into what KFC and Taco Bell is doing. All right. So again, big up to Costco because he put me on to this play right here. Um, so fast food in the hospitality industry is re being reshaped by these decentralized physical infrastructure networks. All right. So the franchises like Taco Bell, KFC, and Five Guys is adopting powered sensors, blockchain powered sensors in devices to enhance operation. All right. So by integrating DPIN technologies such as air quality sensors from the ambient network, that was the thing that Costco put me on. All right. These franchises gain real-time data on optimizing HVAC systems, reducing energy consumption, and improve customer experiences. All right. So also this can create a new revenue opportunity through token-based initiatives and participation in in-demand response programs. So man, having air quality sensors, which determines like the noise and also determines how healthy the air quality is for you, um, having this particular app and it checks for this, or not particular app, or this sensor, I should say, you're giving feedback to this network and they are rewarding you for the data. All right. So that is the important thing about depends. All right. So you're using a device, whether it's your cell phone, in this case, it's a sensor and it records the air quality. All right. Um, you have one that's for sound, as far as like, the noise pollution in the city, but in this case, it's for air quality. So um, I think this is going to be major for major companies. It's going to be a lot of companies that's going to be using it. So NFTia,
Hmm.
just cheese. I want to know, what are y'all thoughts on this D-Pen play right here?
All right. So I look at it almost essentially as mining.
Hmm.
Look, all right. So you're thinking about KFC, Taco Bell, all those restaurants. Think about the multitude of locations they have around the world, U.S.,
Hmm.
etc. And to be able to have these devices, one, helping them with their customer experience, but two, they're earning money from keeping these DPN devices running.
Hmm.
Um, it's another stream of revenue, but it's essentially like mining, but you're getting rewarded double, two, maybe even more than two ways. But right now, I can count two ways. One, your customer experience, and
Hmm.
two, you're actually it's a whole nother revenue stream just by having these devices. So man, this is this is what, like, when I think about like what crypto could be in the future,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I envision and think that it's here now. It's man, it's I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, so this is when I first realized that crypto was for machines and not for humans. So like back in 20, what was it 20? I'm gonna say 2014 ish, maybe. Uh, yeah, maybe 2014. They started a lot of like conversations around Internet of Things,
Mm-hmm.
right? Internet of Things, and
Hmm.
like, oh, you'll be able to think when you arrive to the stoplight, your car will be able to communicate to the red light that, you know, I'm here, turn green, right? And this network of things should take place. So the idea of Internet of Things was very early. I feel before even like the hype around crypto, right? And but I think the Internet of Things didn't take off because there was not enough incentives uh, for people to participate
That makes
in the
sense.
network,
Mm-hmm.
right? So with situations like this, I think that's why DPIN is going to be huge because now there's incentive to stimulate the physical network that is needed
Hmm.
to conduct IoT,
Mm-hmm.
right? So now you can have a KFC or Taco Bell, right? Play play a part in providing air quality metrics because they those HVACs are on all the time,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
So to Tia's point, they're earning from technology that they already have running,
That's right.
and they're able to double down, monetize upon that, and
Mm-hmm.
provide service to the network. Therefore, you know, uh, strategically and dope with like dope technology ways to help grow our energy supply,
Mm-hmm.
right, or improve our energy supply, but at the same time maximize our resources.
Great points. Great points. Great points, man. So I appreciate both my co-hosts for their thoughts and their commentary on this, because yeah, I can definitely see more franchise getting into this, because getting rewarded for devices they already have on their premises just for monitoring certain things like air quality or sound, or even hell, certain restaurants and coffee shops, they have free Wi-Fi. But now if they have something like this helium, this mobile hotspot device right here, you know, they can earn more money doing that too. So yeah, y'all, I definitely think be on the lookout for these. You might want to look into investing in one of these devices, if it's feasible for you, and look for apps that you can use on your phone, for DPen plays. Whether it's Hive Mapper, so as you're driving through the city, you're giving data back to the network of mapping out the city, and that's one play. Another play you can use is Pi. Big up to Project Pi, but there's another Pi network where you can do, some light mining on your cell phone. And they're actually going to mainnet this year, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's a deep end play, and another deep end play. You got Silencio now. NFTia, you want to tell the people about Silencio?
Another Costco turn up.
No doubt.
But Silencio measures the noise quality in the area, just like the air quality. It's the same concept, but it's more towards the noise. But you can, turn the app on and start earning rewards just by, contributing to the network.
Yeah, we appreciate that information. And that was Silencio. So y'all can download that app. Big up our guy Casco. Big up to everybody listening right now. That's on YouTube, Instagram. and Twitter specifically, because we do this every Sunday at 4:20. So I'm gonna run it down the line, man. We got to big up Crypto Wizard. It's a new listener. We got to big up our guy Tony. He's an avid listener to the spaces. We got to big up our guy Porter Remy. Kareem, what's going on, brother? We got to big up Doyle. He's an avid listener to the spaces. And we got to big up NFT Energy Drink. We got their cans right here. So NFT, hold up that can for the people right quick, because not only that, they got a little pudgy on there. So that little pudgy is running, a couple of grand right now. And if you got a little pudgy, you got airdrop some penguin. So so let's big up them. Let's big up Easy Money Esquire. Let's big them up. And Tuesday, do y'all want to tell the people Tuesday what we got going on here? If you're part of the ABC Dial, because we got some listeners here on the dial, so we want to reiterate some things.
Yeah, Tuesday we're just gonna talk about. I had sent a message out, but this was it's like
Get the mic a little
uh,
closer.
some small reiterants here is like a couple of things. This Tuesday we've been already talking about rebranding it to AI Agent Tuesdays, right? And it's interesting. Um, I feel like here in Atlanta, right, we've been having some weird weather, right? So we really didn't get to truly take off with Agent Tuesdays, right? Me, Ant, and Wu were here on Tuesday, right? That just passed, and I hope Wu get set up with Eliza.
Oh, word? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so
That's lit.
he was able to uh start building agents. Um, we were designing agents on the window here too as well. Um, but aside from that, right, the week before that was um the day after Martin Luther King, right?
hmm
And the week before that was the week that we announced that we were going to do this,
hmm
right? So we're like 3 weeks in, right? And that's just like premise that we know still early in our opportunity to like lock in on the agent narrative, right?
hmm
And then secondly, around that is like I feel like um there was just some uh opportunity or conversations that we wanted to have around LPW, right?
Okay.
The rebranding was something I
My
just
bad.
mentioned, but also how, like, as a community, is this something that is, um, how does it shape up over time, right? So that in itself, right? Aside from the agent stuff, but other things that we want to talk about is uh East Denver. What's the plan for East Denver, right?
hmm
We have a lot of conversations, a lot of good work that we want to do out there, but we'd be even stronger if we can be talking in one place, right?
hmm
Siloed conversations about different initiatives that we're gonna do. Uh, we just want everybody to bring it to the table so we can all help each other uh, and be able to start documenting things as well and putting things in motion. We have less than a month, right, to put these things in order. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I'm looking forward to East Denver. Uh, and let's get it.
Tuesday, I'm also going to be mentioning briefly. I plan to, well, not I, but along with the SUI Foundation, plan to host what we're calling the Atlanta SUI White Paper Circle.
Okay, okay.
And what that is going to be on February 8th. We're calling all devs. The white paper circle is going to be on the 8th, where we're going to be going over white papers and we're going to be preparing for the SUI hackathon.
Okay, okay, okay.
Um, and the SUI hackathon is a SUI agent typhoon hackathon. The registration is January 31st through February 10th.
Where they gonna be at? Where they
Um,
gonna be at?
we're going to be doing here at ABC.
No doubt. Ah, that's lit.
We're gonna be providing food, drinks, and just support, community support, because we want all our teams to win. The three categories. One is going to be Atomo Network, and basically build with Atomo, a decentralized, private, verifiable AI execution network. And then the second one is going to be building on the ELIZA framework. And then the third one is going to be building on the SUI network, directly on SUI. So this is their initiative to get more people to be building AI related and AI agents on SUI partner network or directly on SUI. First prize for each category is going to be $25,000. Then the
Wow.
second prize is going to be $10,000.
Okay,
Then the
okay.
third prize is going to be $5,000. So each category, Atomo, you got 25, 10, and 5. Eliza, you got 25, 10, and 5. And
That's
Sue,
right.
you got 10. No, in Sue, you got 10,000, 7,500, and 2,500.
Okay,
So
okay.
they're really, really encouraging you to to build on the Eliza and the Atomo network and build AI agents using those frameworks. But they also have one for building directly on Sui.
That's what's up.
So just keep that in mind. We'll be rolling out more information as the days lead up to
I
February 8th.
I know something that we can easily come together as a community and submit for the hackathon. I know um I won't Chris I won't say what it is, but Chris has already like demonstrated easily, you know, what agents can do when it comes to DeFi.
Mm.
Absolutely. And those are art and society. Art and society is one of the topics that they want you to DeFi automation, personal assistance, developer and security tooling, gaming revolution, healthcare innovation,
Mm.
and then just silly agents as well, like lemon pepper wet. So listen, y'all, as a community, let's come together, let's build some teams, and let's get these dollars.
Big facts, big facts. So yeah, we gotta definitely big up to Swede, man, because I already knew once Tia was already building on that platform and checking it out. Really, she was just putting me on to Swede. But when they got here, I already knew she was gonna lock in with them. So I'm glad that she was able to do that, and that's only right, man. She's the perfect person to like be the spokesperson, um, for ABC and Sweet. So we got somebody else that want to say something, man. We got our guy Kareem, man. Puerto Remy, what's going on?
Hold on, Cream, you know I thought about you immediately. I thought about you immediately when this was rolling out. Go ahead.
Get with the move language. They took the money at ABC. We come to get that. Come to get it.
That's right. That's right.
Get them dollars, man.
So Kareem, man, next time you pull up to ABC, man, we definitely gotta have some conversation about what's going on with Swee and what they're building, man. So hopefully we'll be able to be one of the developers for this hackathon, yo.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm down.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you tapping in, brother. Um,
Always.
any more questions or comments, man?
Uh, when I had got off a new little job, I started, got tired. Shit. By the time I woke up, I forgot.
It's all good, brother. It's all
You
good.
know.
We tapped in with them anyway, so I'm sure you're gonna be seeing more of Sweet around ABC, yo. So yeah, don't fret, man. Don't fret. So yo, man, we appreciate you listening. We appreciate you tapping in and your thoughts. Now,
Okay.
if anybody don't have any other questions, comments, or thoughts, or anything they want to discuss, um, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. It's been about a good hour and 45 minutes or something like that of us just giving y'all some good Web3 information, some Web3 alpha. If you part of the DAO, pull up to ABC on Tuesday, because we gotta strategize the next phase of lemon pepper wet, how it goes. And yeah, man, if you're gearing up for ETH Denver, you definitely want to be here Tuesday. And anybody got any lemon pepper wet, you might want to start staking that too, because I'm literally gonna be doing that once I get off this phone with y'all. And yo, this been episode number 50. We got two more till we knocked out a whole year's worth of content, y'all. So this content is gonna be evergreen. So when people go back and listen to it, they be like, damn, they was dropping gems on a lot of coins and just a lot of just alpha on a bunch of different ecosystems. So
Year ago.
yeah, we've been doing this for a minute, y'all. So I appreciate y'all listening. That's right. I like that. That's right. That's right. That's what's up, man. And who knows, man? You never know. One of us might pop up on that platform, giving them game on Web3. You know. So yeah, we're gonna eventually, when we get super lit in this space, we're gonna be making rounds of other people's podcasts. Some of the biggest people in the culture. So I look forward to that. Who knows? Just Cheesy's a big fan of Joe Button, so he might be on Joe Button's network. You know what I mean? So
Shout out to the Joe Button podcast.
so again, let's big up NFT Angie Drinks. Let's big up Pudgy Penguins for the Pengu that we got up here. I had some Pengu airdrop to my token. Actually, I actually converted. I swapped Pengu to that lemon pepper that day that we launched that token. So I had to get some ASAP. So yeah, big up to all the listeners, man. Big up to Easy Money Esquire. Big up to NFT Energy Drink. Big up to our guy Ant Mathis. He's the president of the Georgia chapter, Stand with Crypto. Big up to Stand with Crypto. Big up to Doyle. Big up to Be Wise, man. You know what I mean? We miss you down here at the spot, man. So I hope everything's good with you, brother. Um, Stacks, you already know who you is. We got a big up to Tone, big up to our guy Tone, big up to, Crypto Wizard and everybody else tapping in on IG and YouTube. So we're gonna go out with one of my favorite Nine songs, man. So, in this for the winter. I hope y'all was safe too during that snowpocalypse part two out here in Atlanta. If you're listening from Atlanta,
No snow.
it was terrible. It was terrible.
Gwinnett, it was terrible.
There's a lot of snow out here for certain parts of Georgia. Didn't get hit with some, but I know we certainly did. So I'm gonna play this joint.
And now he's one of the greatest. Can you check?
Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. Ah, yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Yo, you never know, man. He down with stand with crypto, and he's one of the investors in Coinbase. So he fuck around and might pull up to one of our events, or we might end up launching something. He might end up popping up. So yeah, so we're gonna put that in the air. We're gonna manifest that because we've been on a roll, just manifesting our reality in this space. Because we wizards in the space. You know what I mean? So yo, again, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tapping in. We do this every Sunday at 4:20. I'm your host T.Gold, my co-host NFTia, my other co-host Just Cheese over there, and we appreciate everybody listening and tapped in. So yeah, man, it's Swiss Beats. He's one of my favorite producers, and he's a artist. In a few different aspects, whether he creates art music wise or create visual art. Man, they even got an exhibit him and Alicia Keys down at the High Museum. So check that out. It's called Giant.
I missed it. It last week Sunday was the last day for it in Atlanta.
Dang.
Damn.
So longer here. I was hoping to get to go. But yeah, it is the dope exhibit.
Yeah, so I'm a graphic designer before I got into Web3, so I'll be on my artsy fartsy shit. So I like going to art museums and checking out, you know, next and upcoming artists. You know what I mean? Because you never know who's gonna be the next Basquiat, Andy Warhol, the next Michelangelo, the next Leonardo da Vinci. So, we got some dope artists in Atlanta, and I'm one of them. Fuck that. Let's get this popping. You know what I mean? I got some dope art that eventually I'm gonna be releasing too. I keep shit under wraps, but I'm steady cooking up in Web3, and yeah. So for those listening, thank y'all for listening. We're gonna leave y'all with Echo, one of my favorite Nas joints is Swiss Beats. So big up to both them brothers, and let's go. ABC 10 and 5, 10 and 5, baby.
Cheers.
I mean, the echo of life is the echo of love, and the echo of love is the echo from above. And some people, they don't even really know what they're doing. God damn.
You heard?
I mean, can you feel this? Can you feel the vibe? Can you feel the zone? The zone that we own, the zone that we own. I mean, the zone that we own is the zone of our own. God damn, you can smell the cologne. Fly nigga shit, fly fresh, yeah. Came back, goddamn, double brush, yeah. The suit that is, the suit that is. I'm trying to make a billing for the kids that is. I mean, it's echo, echo, echo through the love, yeah. Came back like the Michael Jackson glove, yeah. We just shining, we just shining. Rewind the track just to remind it, yeah. From Newark to BX to Queens, came back, man. We see who next, yeah, yeah, yeah. Toast to the kings, yeah. Toast to the queens up in here, yeah. The album name, damn, it's a poison. So many people, man, get poisoned. Man, the life can be poison. You can talk crazy, bring it forward, yeah.
Throwing piss out the window at police, chasing niggas with warrants. There was never no peace. Judy ass was enormous. I was fresh indeed. Think about it sexually. Knew a bunch of radio Raheems. Rest in peace. Four finger rings, big as brass knuckles. Haters walk by, try to stab you if they hug you. Lady on the fourth floor hollering every evening. Till she planned up, wasn't having it that evening. He was beating her, she ain't have it that evening. One shot to the neck and the jugular, now he bleeding. She beat the case, but damn the kid suffer. I'm dating the daughter, but I having visions of a mother. Project nights, no project lights. Hoping a friend don't try to rob my mom at night. She worked hard to bring it to the tape. Channel U before we had cable. Campbell soup before I had sushi. Biker shoe before I had the Gucci. 40 deuce for the karate movie. Out of sync, mouth moving movie. Sent to the store for a Lucy. Came a long way. Now the same one salute me. Haters say it must be nice. I say it must be hate. I don't like that line. Shit straight fake. Yeah, I'm talking the 80s, not the 90s stuff. Time is real. In Jamaica, Queens, Ronnie Bumps, Queensbridge Kings and all that. Rowdy white boys with baseball bats. Italians and Greeks on Ditmars. Steinway Street, all the slick cars. I know some fake niggas living a lie. I got some real niggas ready to die. Uh, I know some fake niggas living a lie. I got some real niggas ready to die. We was Times Square pioneers, 40 deuce, 40 below boots, 40 ounce brew, the true bishop of juice. Running wild loose, me and my 40 troops was stupid. Style of a snorkel coach, polo gooses, ruthless. Goons and wolves, bail jumpers. Everybody from everywhere, they was trying to jump us for pumping. True story, my youngins, I'm a deadly thuggish, friendly Douglas military persona. Yeah, I'm living with honor to my niggas who serving 40. While I'm in my 40s, I'm a walking observatory, a murder story since a shorty. On this journey till I'm a weekend and Bernie's dead. Burning herb, Porsche frames hang on my head 30 years ago. Memories, they never left. Special memories, my nigga, that we'll never forget. For some reason, we isolate that feeling. I wouldn't change a damn thing for a billion. I know some fake niggas living a lie. I got some real niggas ready to die. Uh, I know some fake niggas living a lie. I got some real niggas ready to die. Research me. You see, I was never playing. I'm who babies are talking to, and you don't know what they said. I'm who they communicate with. The code of a nigga who don't tell or say shit. A dollar stay in the hood, 18 hours. The white hoods that stays for days. Why I never stay up in hours? I'm talking that black power, talking that white power. I'm talking that Latin power. We gotta go for our united. Yeah, I'm talking united. States of America. Now at war with the ISIS. ISIS, a goddess out of Egypt. Look how they got us. Damn, God, look how they got us. ISIS ain't even the original name of the black goddess. They all twisted it up. Now it's the name of some group. Deadly motherfuckers. Go put this Drake down and get the fuck out of here. Cause I'm living my dream. Shout out to all my niggas out there living your dream. Word up. Go live.